Yuji versus Denji, Jujutsu Kaisen versus Chainsaw Man Death Battle. All right. This is a big moment for anime fans all across the world. This is an interesting one for me personally, and I'm down to be wrong on this. I know that I consume media in a weird way. These are both series that I have started but have not finished. I've watched the first couple seasons of JJK, the anime. I thought it was really nice. When one of the seasons ended, I started reading the manga. I got up to the end of, I think, the Cullen game in the manga, and then I just stopped reading. And I don't know why. I stopped reading. I didn't go back to it. Chainsaw Man, also, watched the first season, absolutely loved it, didn't watch anymore. The next season came out, just didn't watch it. I think I'm really weird with anime where I'll really, really like something and then stop watching it completely. I could not tell you why. I really don't have an idea of who is going to win this though. Because I imagine these two characters are pretty equal in terms of power. I will say, I think the JJK power system is a bit more interesting than the Chainsaw Man one, but they're both pretty cool. I like it when there's a power system that gets a little bit weird and wacky. Like, as much as I like Dragon Ball, you know, Ki is like one of the first power systems, so it's a little bit boring. But like JJK and Chainsaw Man, they get weird and wacky with it.
Say your prayers.
Fight! Yuji versus Denji.
The Vessel of Sukuna versus the Chainsaw Man.
I actually don't know which character I like more either in terms of like personality-wise. Because Denji seems like a fun guy, but Yuji feels like he'd be like maybe a better friend. I'm also basing this off of the media that I have consumed for it, not the entire series.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
If Yuji Itadori was one thing, he was strong. As his grandfather lay dying, he made Yuji promise to help others and not to die alone.
A promise Yuji would keep by joining Jujutsu High.
Wait, what? Whoa, what? Yuji Itadori, 83 years. What? Is this like end of series Yuji? Or something like that? It will have spoilers, by the way. We'll have spoilers for both series just in case. He's only 5'8"? I'm like shocked by that. I feel like he'd be like 6 foot at least.
A school for up-and-coming sorcerers training to rid the world of curses.
Essentially monsters manifested by humanity's fears, hatreds, and anxieties.
Just one problem for Yuji. Unlike everybody else, he didn't have a magical curse technique. Oh no, he had something way worse.
After consuming a cursed finger, like a literal finger,
It's crazy that cannot taste good. Also, in case people are like, why are you watching this if you haven't seen the rest of JJK or read the rest of Chainsaw Man? What are you doing? I got spoiled on both of them, so I kind of already know what happens at the end, which yeah, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Yuji became possessed by its original owner, the King of Curses, Ryomen Sukuna, the most powerful sorcerer in history.
Do they ever explain why they look kind of similar?
And Yuji's willpower was the only thing holding Sukuna back from controlling his body, killing everything in sight, and taking over the world.
So Yuji got to know his surly new roommate, and perhaps one day he would show him a kinder, gentler path.
A classic shonen hero's journey if I've ever heard one. Yuji would track down and nosh on the rest of Sukuna's cursed fingers before they caused any more trouble.
Fulfilling his late grandfather's wish to use his strength in service of others, surrounded by friends.
Helps that he's getting a first-rate education from the strongest sorcerer alive today, Gojo.
Gojo would
Have they done a Gojo death battle yet? I feel like they have to at some point, right? Like that's just like a layup. Gojo. They don't done a Gojo. Oh, they have done a Gojo one. Gojo versus Makima. Oh, it's literally JJK versus Chainsaw Man again. I might have to watch that too. I have no idea where that would go, honestly.
Yuji to harness and manipulate the absolutely absurd amount of cursed energy he inherited from Sukuna.
Cursed energy is basically like evil ki, and Yuji can use it to see invisible curses and enhance his already superhuman strength and martial arts skills he learned from his gramps, making him a monster in close quarters combat.
Yuji knows Taido, a Japanese martial art derived from Okinawan karate. It focuses on agility and flexibility with the inclusion of spins, twists, tumbles, drops, rolls, and fleet footwork.
Which he combines with jujutsu techniques like Divergent Fist. Yuji strikes an enemy so fast that his cursed energy takes a second to catch up, hitting his opponent twice and messing up their rhythm.
I'm a big fan of the in a world of crazy spells and strange techniques that do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Hi Pat, what's your favorite Brian Sanderson book?
Probably Mistborn. I think it's Brandon Sanderson. Brian Sanderson. Actually, it's probably The Way of Kings. But sorry, I'm getting distracted. I love the Stormlight Archive and Mistborn. They're both really good. But I love that in a world of crazy spells and wacky techniques, this guy just punches really hard. And I know that he has the cursed energy in his punches, but the guy, just being the guy that just like fist fight brawls is something that I can always appreciate. I think it's a really cool class that you can have.
Affecting that timing and applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of a hit, Yuji can achieve the Black Flash, increasing the power of his hit by a factor of 2.5. A feat that would require reaction speeds nearly 1,000 times faster than sound.
It's basically impossible to do at will. You're so in the zone when you pull it off that it fully restores your cursed energy and boosts your output to 120%.
Oh, wow. What? That's a crazy buff. You know what? It's so hard to pull off. It makes sense. It's like leveling up in Skyrim. You get all your stats back. You get all your health back.
Yuji's Black Flashes are so strong in particular, the author himself stated that 5 in a row would have been enough to instantly kill the special grade curse Jogo.
Who did this? And this? And this?
How many has Yuji ever done in a row, you ask? 7.
And that's not even the nastiest thing about Yuji's punches.
Because another soul resides in his body, Yuji learned how to target the soul itself, doing damage to opponents who could normally regenerate from his hits.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. He's not just targeting the body. I like that.
Brett was a jujutsu
I like that he can hit the spiritual side too.
Perfect for Gojo's dream. You see,
like he might just be punching, but he's got some really good punches.
It's lonely at the top, and Gojo wanted to train a crop of pupils powerful enough to share the burden of reforming Jujutsu society.
Until one fateful battle when Gojo was sealed away and Sukuna took over Yuji's body. Then proceeded to, well, commit that whole mass murder thing he was always going on about.
Yeah, turns out Sukuna is evil. Like, really, really, totally, completely, irredeemably evil.
What? The bad guy's bad?
And it also turns out that every twist and turn in Yuji's life was orchestrated by the body-hopping sorcerer Kenjaku in order to resurrect Sukuna and bring about the curse apocalypse.
In Yuji's eyes, something he was completely responsible for. And so, having failed his grandfather, Yuji's outlook shifted.
No longer would he fight to protect others, but to kill curses.
Oh, okay. This, all right, this is like, actually kind of reminds me of when Deku kind of goes dark Deku in My Hero. They just kind of lose all semblance of, I'm fighting for the right thing. It's more like, I'm just fighting to just deal pain to the people that have caused me pain. It's kind of like part of the hero's journey in anime at this point.
Bodies into Yuji's best pal Megumi, the king of curses became numero uno on Yuji's shit list.
Yuji's defeated powerful disaster curses like Hanami and Mahito, survived being slammed so hard he cratered the earth, and is comparable to sorcerers like Maki, who tanked getting rammed through
Maki's sick. I love Maki. Great character.
Entire mountain ranges.
Yuji also learned how to use super advanced abilities like reverse curse technique to heal himself from crazy damage. Like getting his torso shredded into chili.
Usually that's a problem, but not for Yuji.
And in some other sorcerers' cases, even regrowing lost limbs.
Though it takes a lot of energy to regenerate blood. So after going on a cursed object feeding frenzy, he learned how to manipulate his own blood to speed up his healing. Or fire it like a blood beam. A poisonous blood beam.
All of that combined made Yuji just tough enough to finally take on the King of Curses. Although greatly weakened after his victory against Gojo.
Rip. Literally.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there was going to be spoilers. I saw that and I was like, no! What do you mean? He said he would win. He lied? No, I was actually distraught when I saw this spoiler that happened. I think I saw like that frame from the manga as well.
Sukuna was still the de facto strongest being alive. But after hitting him with a Black Flash, Yuji actually copied Sukuna's main ability.
Gojo's plan all along.
This was Prime. With it, Yuji can slice apart any surface he touches, an enemy's flesh, the ground beneath him, even the boundary between two souls in one body. Enough hits can even cause those two souls to separate.
Like a souped-up version of his normal punches.
Even better, Yuji finally gained access to the most powerful weapon in any sorcerer's arsenal.
Domain expansion.
A domain expansion.
Basically, a pocket dimension created by the sorcerer where their ability will hit no matter what. No contact needed.
I did think it was weird that, like, so far into the series, Yuji never had a domain. Like, even Megami had a domain, and I was like, When's Yuji gonna get his, you know?
If you're trapped in Yuji's domain, you're getting sliced to ribbons.
With all his power and training and righteous fury, Yuji severed Sukuna's soul from Megumi's body, freeing his friend from the demon's clutches. But not before offering Sukuna one last chance at redemption.
What? Really? After all this?
She rejected before dying because, well, evil, leaving Yuji to grow into one of the most fearsome sorcerers in history.
Turns out the cursed objects that Yuji consumed made him part cursed and slowed his aging to a crawl, giving him decades of training and battle experience.
He's mastered blood manipulation, can pull off black flashes at will, and shredded entire cities apart with Shrine. Just like Gojo and Sukuna before him,
What? Yuji is stronger than Gojo and Sukuna by the time of Modulo and should scale to their feats, like Gojo creating an earthquake, fell over 100 miles, and Sukuna vaporizing part of Shibuya.
became the strongest.
But what actually makes someone truly strong? For Sukuna, it was the power to stand alone atop all others. But to Yuji, it was the opposite.
The only reason he had survived as long as he had was because of the mercy and sacrifice of his friends.
So Yuji brought together friends and allies, new and old, to create a world eventually free from curses entirely, fulfilling not just Gojo's wish, but his grandfather's as well.
Aw, that's so cute. Oh, that's wonderful.
Because if Yuji Itadori was one thing, he was strong.
Damn. All right, Yuji.
There are two truths.
I don't really had it like that because it feels like the entire like first half of JJK is like focused on a lot of the side characters because they have so many cool side characters.
Vaporize Luton.
Could Yuji vaporize Luton? You mean Luton United Kingdom? You probably could, honestly. He could solo Luton. So Yuji doesn't really get like a huge chance to shine early on in JJK because there's so many other cool characters in that show. But I guess towards the end, which maybe I should watch even though I know what happens now because I mean the animation is going to be impeccable. I can already imagine. He really like comes into his own, which is sick. Now Chainsaw Man, I know less about Chainsaw Man because I've only seen the first season, but I don't know how he stands up to that, to be honest. Yuji seems like he's in a league of his own, to be fair, but let's see.
Two universal constants, it's these.
I did see that people really didn't like the ending of Chainsaw Man. People weren't like a massive fan of it, but we'll see.
Life sucks and then you die.
Especially for the young boy, Denji.
Who was so poor and
Oh, they're both 5'8". Okay.
he doesn't even know his last name.
With an alcoholic father forever indebted to the Yakuza, and a diet consisting of whatever garbage he could get his hands on, all Denji had in this world was his dog, Pochita.
Who happened to
I love Pochita.
have a chainsaw sticking out of his face. Really putting the tear in Terrier.
Pochita wasn't an actual dog, obviously. He was a devil. Monstrous superpowered beings literally from hell that are created by and represent humanity's worst fears. In Pochita's case, literally the personification of chainsaws.
Oh, he's so cute. Who would be afraid of chainsaws?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why he's so little and cute, because people aren't scared of chains. Well, I guess if you've seen, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like, maybe you're scared of chainsaws. But to be honest, he doesn't really even kill that many people with a chainsaw in Texas Chainsaw Massacre anyway, so, like, it's not that scary.
They're the most versatile tool in the world. Perfect for chopping trees, opening cans, massacring your foes.
Apparently, Pochita had no problem with that last part, as he and Denji hunted down and killed his devil brethren.
It's a tough job, but when selling your testicle,
One of my nuts, not even 100,000? Was this in yen? So one of his nuts for not even like $1,000? Oh, that's sad. Actually, if you do the conversion right now, I'm pretty sure yen to pounds is like 100,000 would be like 500 pounds.
won't pay off your dad's debts. It'll do.
That is, until Denji was cornered and forced to learn about those two universal constants. Life sucks, and then you die.
But sometimes, if you're really unlucky, there's a third option.
Born from his and Pochita's contract, a literal deal with the devil, Pochita would become one with Denji's body in exchange for Denji to live a happy life.
And so the
Oh, so cute.
two fused into a half-human, half-devil hybrid, the Chainsaw Man, aka a one-man, blood-soaked devil-slaying machine, the perfect candidate for the public safety devil hunters.
God, that's gotta be so painful. Turning into a chainsaw man, like literally having chainsaws rip out of your body. Oh my God, I can't imagine how painful that would be. They say that Wolverine feels it every time his claws come out. They feel it like shing, but chainsaws are so much bigger.
Led by this piece of work, with nothing controlling him but his raging teenage hormones, Denji would battle all of devil kind in the hopes of one day getting laid.
What is
And he
this?
was a natural.
What is that?
Killing, not getting laid. As the Chainsaw Man, Denji can slice through just about anything and generate new chainsaws from any surface of his body.
Or swing him around on massively long chains. Oh man, that's so cool.
It helps that Denji is incredibly powerful, capable of lifting and throwing cars, surviving being blasted through several buildings, and moving way faster than the eye can see.
And if he happens to get torn apart by some ornery devil, no biggie, because he can regenerate from just about anything.
Denji has survived being sliced to pieces, having his head torn off, being dipped in
Oh,
demonic
boy.
stomach
It's
acid for
Patterrz
hours,
time.
and even getting his
Time to
heart
tune
ripped
in.
out.
Musical
haven't
notes
we all?
emoji.
Musical notes emoji. Devil's innate regeneration should make them resistant to poison. The violence fiend is constantly exposed to poison gas, yet remains unharmed.
Chainsaw Man didn't regenerate his heart. Oh no, his heart regenerated a Chainsaw Man.
Even separating Denji and Pochita won't stop them.
Yeah, how do you kill something like this? Throw it into the sun so that every molecule of it is just burnt up to a crisp?
When Denji was stuck in this alternate dimension, he and Pochita still possessed a metaphysical connection.
With their stomachs.
While his healing factor can be overtaxed, all he needs to do is drink some blood and he's back to full health.
Oh, okay. So there is like a limit to how much he can regenerate. But yeah, they did say that Yuji can separate two beings within the same body. So I'd imagine that that's kind of what he's going to go for. He's going to try and separate Pochita and Denji, and then Denji's just a guy, really. Like a strong guy, but no cursed energy, buddy.
And considering that chainsawing devils apart is basically an infinite blood exploit, he almost never runs out, only limited by the violence-induced psychotic frenzy he enters in combat.
Well, he's not actually crazy.
Wasn't there an episode where they get trapped in a hotel and the hotel is like a devil itself, and he just starts like slicing away at it for weeks on end and drinking the blood until eventually it's just like, please kill me. Please kill me. I can't take this anymore. I want to die.
Denji might be, okay, definitely is an under-socialized moron led by his dick, but he's surprisingly clever in combat.
Almost always thinking outside the box and coming up with so dumb they're brilliant strategies to take on devils that should be too strong for him.
In short, Denji was the perfect soldier and was rewarded for his efforts with something that began to resemble a happy life. Aki, the stern older brother, Power, the bratty younger sister, and Makima, his boss and the girl of his dreams.
All
God, she's such a psycho.
he had to do to finally score with that dead-eyed redhead was to kill the most fearsome devils in existence, like the Typhoon Devil who created a massive hurricane, or the Bomb Devil who could blow up most of a city,
Okay, yeah, that bomb devil definitely makes sense because it's based off of people's fears. I don't know what the biggest, the scariest and biggest and strongest devil would be. Like the lost devil, the fear of losing something close to you. Is that a thing? Can you have a concept be a devil? I'm trying to think. Like there's the gun devil, bomb devil. These are all things that exist. Can you have like an idea or a feeling be a devil?
or the Gun Devil who could travel around the world and kill over 1 million people in about 5 minutes.
Okay. What? That's kind of crazy. The Death Devil? Oh, yeah, the Death Devil's got to be crazy good, right?
But, plot twist, he had to kill Makima too, because she was secretly the Control Devil.
The control. Oh, okay. So you can have like a concept. I guess it's not the same as control. Isn't the same as loss. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe you could have like the Death Devil, the Lost Devil.
One of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh, that's not good. The Devil. Is there a Heights Devil? There's got to be a Heights Devil. That's a big fear for people.
Everything she told Denji was a lie. The happy life he created, the family he made, all of it was designed to be torn down.
What? Did she kill Power? What?
All with one goal, to force Denji to break his contract with Pochita and become her servant. Order 66ing every devil she didn't like. But when Denji did break, Pochita took over.
Okay, let's go, hero. While Denji and Pochita have been separated for extended periods, this is because Denji did not want to rejoin. The two can reunite much more quickly if they want to.
Pochi might look cute and cuddly, but
Look at this freaking guy. He's so cute.
We all fear the public speaking devil.
True. Wait, nothing makes me more anxious than going up in front of like real people. In front of a camera, it's like whatever, right? I'm used to this. This is normal. Going up in front of actual people, that's terrifying. I do not want to do that. I used to be so scared of public speaking in like school when you have to present something to like a class. Oh my God, the heart rate. I felt like I was going to explode on my chest. This is a sick design though. I love this. This is wonderful. Is this like his intestines or is like an umbilical cord or something? This is like a piece of flesh like that's acting as a scarf here.
The Chainsaw Devil is one of the strongest and scariest dudes in the universe.
I wonder, like, how is the Chainsaw Devil specifically so strong? But I guess these are all like the variations of like a person that is a devil, a guy that is a devil. You got like the flamethrower devil, pretty sick. The bomb devil. I like the head that's going on there.
Capable of tearing through hordes of devil hybrids like nothing.
More than enough to give Denji his opening to beat Makima by cutting her up into sashimi and eating her whole.
Wait, what? What? That can't be right. Like by cutting her into sashimi? What? That's how he won. What? What? What are you talking? That's so dumb.
A very similar solution.
Maybe was it like a metaphor for something? Maybe we're missing some context here, I feel.
To the Chainsaw Devil's most powerful ability.
Anything Pochita eats gets deleted from existence.
Like, yeah, okay, you have to eat them, but sashimi? Does he actually like cook her? Does he fry her?
Yeah, like it never happened in the first place. World War II? Gone. AIDS? Nada. Nuclear frickin' bombs? A light tasty afternoon snack, thank you very much. Forgive me, chainsaws. I knew not your power.
He also ate the Death Devil. Yes, Denji ate death, which means no one on Earth could die.
Ooh, that feels like a mistake. Feels like a bit of a tactical error there, you know?
Oh, you think that's messed up? Let's talk about his next romance, Asa.
A sweet, shy, awkward girl, perhaps Denji's one true love, except for the fact that she shares a body with Makima's sister, Yoru.
What? She shares a body? Okay.
War Devil.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Who herself is in love with the greatest warmonger of them all, the United States of America.
I'm in love with America? Yo, the War Devil is like, listen, this is my #1 go. As the embodiment of war, there's only one that has my heart.
America.
And Yoru was
no one is better at war than those guys. They do so many war.
determined to use her love of the USA to drown the world in a ceaseless hurricane of blood.
Denji, buddy, you ever considered maybe switching to guys or something? Because every single woman you meet has tried to kill you.
It was in Denji's climactic battle with the War Devil that his and Pochita's bond finally matured, giving Denji full control of the Chainsaw Devil's power. A kind of Denji man, I guess.
Which he used to kick the War Devil's ass. And she was no joke, strong enough to shoot Pochita from across the globe with a near light speed 2-ton bullet from the goddamn Statue of Liberty.
Of course. Jesus Christ, that's the Statue of Liberty. Holy. While most of the Pochita's body was destroyed by the gun goddess's shot, he was incredibly low on blood and couldn't regenerate his arm. In the rematch with Yoru, Denji Man was tough enough to block several of Yoru's stronger bangs.
Better yet, Yoru was so powerful, she turned Oregon into a sword. Yes?
Wait, maybe I should keep reading. What the hell? This show is insane.
The state of Oregon. Crumple the entire landmass into a blade, fly it over to Japan, and swing it at Denji.
Okay, I feel like the entirety of a state, you're not going to get really like a sharp edge there. It's not going to cut through someone. It's going to be too big.
And he matched its power.
She also threw the American flag.
All the weapons, like the aquarium sword, was that made of an aquarium, contain the mass of an object, a locale that she has ownership of. Given her weapons gain power, the more attachment she has to an object, the Oregon sword power should exceed the Statue of Liberty. But what do you mean? I thought she'd love the Statue of Liberty the most because it stands for what America truly stands for. I'll turn the flag of America into a spear. What a psycho. Holy.
The one on the moon. You know, the moon in space.
What?
In seconds, and he dodged it.
With the whole world literally falling apart, Pochita realized that becoming Chainsaw Man made Denji's dream for a normal life impossible.
Something Denji was always too stubborn and selfish to realize until it was too late.
So Pochita did what any good dog would do. Eat himself and erase the Chainsaw Devil from existence.
No, Pochita.
Creating a new world without him and leaving Denji just Denji.
So if the Chainsaw Devil never existed, then most of the series just doesn't happen.
But maybe all this time, Denji was enough. Being Chainsaw Man could not save his loved ones, but being Denji could.
Because sure, life sucks and then yeah, you'll die. But while you're stuck in between, chasing your dreams with your buds can help make life worth living.
Wait, so they just like retconned everything? They were just like, we'll just make it so this never happened. The entire series just didn't happen. So what was the point? Maybe I'm missing context. I'm probably missing context. Like a world reset? Okay, I can see like in some situations that something like that is probably like the best way to go because the current world is so messed up that the only way to save everyone is to do like a full reset of the world. But it does feel like when you do an ending like that feels just kind of pointless. No, it wasn't a dream, right? Nah, it wasn't a dream. I feel like if you're gonna do an ending like that, it has to be really well done. Or people are gonna get mad because they're like, what did I spend all this time with this franchise for? If you're just gonna be like, oh, and nothing happened, by the way. It didn't actually happen.
All right, the battle's about to start. But first, pitch calls are back. Yep. Hey, I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick. And
the point is that Pochita couldn't complete his contract if he existed in Denji's life. Yeah, but like I know they mentioned it like Denji was too stupid to realize, like, but you can't have like a normal regular life if you're Chainsaw Man anyway. Like you can't. That from episode 1, that is really obvious. And I guess the whole series is just Denji didn't realize it until the end, and then oops. Wait, you're right. I can't have a normal life if I'm half Chainsaw Devil. Oh no, what the heck? I just realized.
Opened Death Battle pitch calls on the Death Battle store. It's a way for you to meet with Ben and I, the creators of Death Battle, and pitch us your favorite matchup you always wanted to see over a video call.
That's right. A lot of the episodes we're working on right now are being made because of a pitch. But to give each pitch the time it needs, there is a limited number available.
So grab them quick before they're gone. Last time we sold out in just under an hour, which absolutely blew our minds.
Death Battle pitches are available right now on our website, deathbattle.gg.
It's like saying like Goku can't really have a normal life because he's Goku.
Extra stuff in every episode of Death Battle ever.
Which is something they also realized in Dragon Ball.
First it'll be available to Chroniclers, then Archivists, and so on. Plus, members get a pretty sweet discount on the store. So it's a big
Whoa,
deal.
look at this merchandise. Wow, wow, wow.
Don't forget to grab your pitch at deathbattle.gg.
All right, let's see the animation. They always do such a good job in the animation.
Right, the combatants
after that, I don't know who's going to win this. If they're talking about how Denji could like tank blows that will destroy cities and all that, I don't know. They seem pretty evenly matched from the preface that was placed at the start of the video in terms of like the power that they both have.
Set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh boy, here we go. That's a nice burger. Oh, well, never mind. There it goes.
Oh, man. Oh, no. You're fine. You're fine. This wasn't my fault. I've never felt such weird cursed energy like his before. Say your prayers.
What is the attack? Oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
You're a chainsaw curse? Oh no! I'm the hero to all! Kicker of asses, magnet to chicks, half man, half devil, chainsaw man! Let's finish this! Chainsaw instant!
Okay, you can't say let's finish this 30 seconds into the fight. That's more like we're 90% of the way through kind of phrase.
Death technique!
That's tough.
Batter up, pink-haired punk-ass bitch!
Unbreakable signs turned to breakable signs. Oh, they got jokes in this one too. Okay. It's so much road. How are they gonna fill that pothole? Oh, the scissors are cool. The scissors are really cool. Huge. Nice. Oh my god, this guy's insane. What? That's insane. Like, surely he's going to do the separation. He's going to do the separation between Denji and Pochita.
I realized you had 2 cursed enemies.
But they can reunite. So maybe he'll do that. They'll reunite pretty quick. And then, I don't know. I'm maybe predicting what's going to happen here. They're going to detach. They're going to reunite. And then they're going to mess him up.
Energy sources in one body. So I separated them.
Oh, he literally already did it. Okay. That was quick. I thought that was going to be like a later on thing. He already did it.
Speaking of...
Actually, I don't know. Maybe domain expansion might win this. This guy's crazy, though.
Domain expansion.
Is domain expanded already? This might be a quick one.
You messed up, baby! Pochita and I are brothers! You'll never keep us apart!
I love the voice acting, by the way. The voice acting is always so good in death battles, too.
Domain expansion.
What? What? What do you mean?
Finally got you to stop moving! See? We can be smart too, huh?
Punk ass bitch.
And that completely restores him, so like he's back to full now. He just had a full restore.
Right.
He's just tanking it? What the hell? Yeah, he didn't actually do a domain expansion. He just said it. He just said it to distract. Which honestly, I guess that could work. People don't do that in anime, really. Someone's got a crazy technique and you're just like, ha, I can do that too. And then in a split second, they're like, wait, what are you talking about? Then you hit them.
A human and a curse. Brothers. You don't see that every day.
Oh my god. I thought Yuji was going to win this, to be honest.
I wonder if that burger place is still open.
I thought once the domain expansion went up, it's like, well, what can he do now, you know?
Yo! If
He killed him inside of his own domain.
Itadori was one thing, he was strong. Just not strong enough today.
Let's break this down into 4 chapters: their speed, skill, abilities, and power.
First off, who was faster?
Yuji's greatest speed feat is the Black Flash. In order to apply cursed energy within 1 microsecond of a strike, Yuji would have to move and react at over 900 times the speed of sound.
Insanely fast.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Well,
Remember that time Denji dodged that flag that Yoru summoned from the moon? You know, the one that's over 200,000 miles away?
Considering Denji's position from start to impact, all while in the midst of a fast-paced battle, this must have happened in a matter of seconds.
We'll lowball it and say 10, though it'd probably have to be faster to use against Denji in a fight.
This means the flag must have been moving over 12% the speed of light.
Over 100 times faster than the Black Flash.
Now, Yuji has gotten significantly stronger since his adolescence, but we know for a fact that in Jujutsu Kaisen, relativistic speeds are something humanity has explicitly not yet achieved.
So it's pretty clear that Denji takes speed.
However, Yuji
okay, I was gonna say, like, to dodge something, you don't need to know, you don't need to be faster than it. You just need to not be in the area that it lands.
has made a career out of.
But it's probably like the moon spear was probably like a homing missile that he just gets out of the way of. If it's like a homing missile, then yeah, you probably need to be faster than it.
Going up against enemies far out of his league by relying on his skill.
And what a career it's been! He defeated the King of Curses all before he was even an adult, and he continued to train and master his jujutsu techniques for decades.
Whereas Denji, while certainly a clever, unorthodox fighter, would often get by due to his sheer stubbornness and durability more than anything else.
With Yuji's greater experience and martial arts combined, he was definitely the more skilled fighter.
What wasn't as clear-cut was who had the better abilities.
Specifically, how well they can cut each other and how well they can heal from being cut. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Yuji doing like spiritual damage at the same time? So like, yeah, he's hitting his physical body and he can like regen his physical body, but can he regen his spiritual soul as well as he can regen his physical body from like drinking blood?
I guess it's their cut ability.
Both could survive pretty insane wounds, though Denji's devil healing factor was superior.
The most Yuji has ever healed were some big slashes against his stomach.
And while other similarly powerful sorcerers like Gojo could regenerate lost limbs, Denji could regenerate almost all of his body from a single cord pull. That being said, Yuji's soul targeting attacks have done lasting damage against those with superior healing like Mahito.
Not just that, but literally splitting two souls apart. That's how he beat Sukuna, and he could potentially do the same thing to break apart Denji and Pochita.
However, it's not so simple. Sukuna was already severely weakened at the time, and it took Yuji several hits to separate him and Megumi.
And on top of that, even if Denji and Pochita were split up, we know they keep a metaphysical connection when apart. In fact, they were split up when they were fighting Makaba, and they had no problem rejoining. No reason they couldn't do it again here.
However, Denji's healing factor isn't unlimited. He'll need blood to heal eventually, and the range and speed of Yuji's slashes would force Denji to tank them to—
Is this Yuji's domain here? Dude, I love the like the sliced up cubes. It's such a cool design. Oh my god, this is so sick.
get up close.
Even if he
It's
could.
not it. I mean, regardless, it looks really cool. Yuji could theoretically block Denji's chainsaws by coating his hand in slashes, but Denji's greater speed means Yuji couldn't react in time. If he is faster.
Yuji's healing factor wouldn't last nearly as long against Denji's chainsaws, but then Yuji could back off, Denji chase him, and so on.
Like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, neither had a clear edge in cut ability.
So what it ultimately came down
I literally just realized that they're both like cut users. Like they both try to cut their
was
opponents.
power. Who could do the most damage and wear the other guy down first?
Yuji slicing apart an entire city is one of the most impressive feats in all of Jujutsu Kaisen. By measuring the clouds of dust created in his attack's wake, we can estimate he launched over 5.5 million tons of debris into the air. That kind of force is equivalent to over 3 megatons of TNT, comparable to a hydrogen bomb.
But unfortunately for Yuji, while he could cut apart a city, Denji was Oregon level.
The state of Oregon?
Oregon level. Are you street level? Nah. Oh, okay. Are you town level? Nah. Are you city level? Nah. Are you country level? I'm the state of Oregon level. Yuji's dismantle could reach greater yields depending on the dust density used. However, even in the highest options would be dozens of times weaker than Chainsaw Man's best feats. These feats also surpass Yorozu's construction technique and Kenjaku's durability.
It's the 9th largest in the Union by total area, nearly 100,000 square miles. By estimating its volume, Yoru compressed a mass weighing over 750 trillion tons. One swing from that sword would hit with an energy of over 30,000 megatons of TNT.
Which is like 10,000 hydrogen bombs. And not only did Denji survive a swing, he straight up overpowered it. That's insane.
Wait, the sword it just says Oregon? What is that? This is so dumb. I didn't realize. I thought like the sword was like a really large object. It's just like a normal sword that just says Oregon.
Insanely strong, but not inconsistent. Like the time Yoru fired that globe-spanning near-light-speed bullet from the Statue of Liberty.
Sure, Yuji's citywide dismantle was done casually, but so was Yoru crumpling Oregon. Yuji's dismantles would need to be 1,000,000% stronger to do significant
1,000,000%?
damage to Denji.
Especially with Denji's OP healing factor too.
Denji takes the final edge in power.
Jesus
All Denji
Christ,
needed was one good
1,000,000%.
hit to finish the fight. And with his far greater speed, it was only a matter of time.
What can I say?
Okay,
Yuji?
so you're saying it wasn't even
Denji's got
close
that
then?
dog in him.
The
Like,
winner
not even
is
remotely.
Denji, the
Let's see, what
Chainsaw
do the comments think? 6,000 dislikes. Denji faking domain expansion. Yeah, I like that. I was like, there's no way he has a domain. Does he like copy the technique or something like that? What's going on there? Denji's stronger than the state of Oregon. I mean, I like that for power scaling. Denji's all being ball kicks. I mean, that's got psychic damage in with it as well. Like, if someone kicks you in the nuts in the middle of a fight, it's like, oh, I'm outclassed here. I didn't realize I was so outclassed. All right, let me know what you think of this in the comments. I'm sure everyone has some opinions. I love Death Battle, though. I think it's so fun to watch.